Hey guys, it's Kim here with Fairily Fiber Fun. Thanks for joining me on episode 27. Today's episode is a pretty short one. I haven't done a whole lot. I've got a little bit of news about a job I started, some new items I've been making, a couple of finished items, the yarns that I spun during this month's YouTube series, and a little bit of plans for the future. It's not going to be a very long episode today. It just is what it is. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you're a returning viewer, welcome back. If you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss new videos as they come out. And I really appreciate you spending some time with me today. So in September, we had several videos come out. On September 2nd, the green rolag spin came out on YouTube, and I have 180 yards of the green, and I love this color. I love how it turned out. It's kind of thick. It's probably the thickest one. I have a little bit less yardage because it's thick and because I spun just a little bit of this during Tour de Fleece. So there's the green rolag spun into yarn. On the 6th, 5th, 6th, whatever, I'll put out the part 1 of my moraine sweater spin. And then the following Friday was the yellow rolag spin the rainbow series. And these are these rolag series, they were made during the upcycle Carding the Rainbow from Gradient Rainbow dyed on Ida top. There we go. So in August, we blended those and made the rolags, and now in September, we are spinning them. So there's the yellow. And then on the 12th, I put out a video on how to disassemble, clean, and reassemble the Woolee winder. And right before that came out, Trish from Fiber Love Diary put out one of hers. I will try to link that below because she has a slightly different approach than I do, and she mentions a few things that I did not, so I think you should watch both. And then Friday the 16th was the orange rolag spin from Spinning the Rainbow. And this one has a lot of color. From a distance, it's almost a brown color or a goldish orange. You can see it's much lighter on camera than in person. It's really pretty though. I like that one. I ended up with the yellow, I had 280 yards, and the orange, I have 192 yards. And then the next Monday, the 19th, felting a small rug, a fleece, came out. And I call them cat rugs because that's what I originally started making them for. And then Friday the 23rd was the pink rolags spin from that series. And this one is a subtle variation on pinks and purples. It's really pretty. It's got some white in it. I talk about it in depth in the video where I was spinning it. And then the next video after this one will be the purple rolags. No, not that one. So these are what they look like. That camera is not doing it justice, but that's okay. So there's the next one that will come out this coming Friday. Now I have plans for YouTube for the next month, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to stick with them or not because there's so much else going on, which I will get to in just a moment. All right, so let's talk a little bit about, I gotta quit touching the microphone. Let's talk about acquisitions. So In the August Roughly sale from the Wool and Fiber Arts group, I mentored a brand new vendor, which was a lot of fun. I very much enjoyed it, and I was their volunteer for their sale. So I got to watch their sale, and of course I ordered some stuff because why not? So I've worked with mohair in the past, and I never liked it. I've never enjoyed mohair, but I thought maybe mohair from a different farm will be better. I don't know. We'll see. So there's some of the mohair locks. They're very dirty. They're a little bit greasy feeling. So mohair sometimes has grease, sometimes it doesn't. And this is the tag. So I just got 8 ounces of mohair. And this is Malibran Farms from Myrtle Point, Oregon. And then I bought a pound. There's only 8 ounces in each bag. But I bought a pound of BFL. So this is raw BFL. I've never worked with the raw wool, only comb top, so I'm really excited about this. And I thought 1 pound wouldn't be too overwhelming. Again, there's the tag. I love these little cards. On the back, they have a little about them and how they came to be, and that's really cool to have their story on the back. And that's all the brand new stuff that I got since episode 26. Although I just ordered some other stuff, so I will possibly be able to show you something in the next episode. Now previously I had showed you the baskets that I was working on, and this one was an in-progress basket. It is now finished, although I did not do a good job with where I placed the handles, as they want to go like that. And they're supposed to be lined up, but they're not. It's okay. So I love the shape and size of this one. I have not woven in the ends. The yarn is still in here, and I have the other finished products in here. So that's the yarn I have left over from the gray. I did run out of the pretty colors, which was I believe, what was the name of it? Bonfire, I think, that I had carded. I had dyed Tunis wool and carded it into bonfire bats, and that was the one that I demonstrated several different ways you can spin a bat. And so here everything is all kind of blended, and then the next skein is kind of stripes. I have a 3-ply stripes and a 2-ply stripes, I think. I had like 4 skeins of that yarn, and when I ran out I just continued with the gray. I held it double because I was holding the gray throughout, so I just held it double for the final little bit of the basket, and it worked out fine. Now in here I have some new stuff. So a couple of weeks ago, the bakery that holds my products, my dryer balls and small felted rugs, keychains, felted sheep felting kits, and oh, there's one other thing, coasters. That bakery, Sweet Southern Creations Bakery and Boutique, had been in Sawtee, Georgia, and they just moved to Clarkesville a couple of weeks ago. And when they moved, she needed someone to work with her, so I now work there part-time. And I was told that the vendor who had been making baby stuff was no longer a vendor there, and baby stuff is needed. So I started making baby socks. Now I'll have to insert a picture of the socks that are in the shop, because, and the little sock form that I made. It's a little foot model, and I made it out of air dry clay. It is so cute. Okay, so aside from those that you can see here, how do I turn my hand right? There we go. I'm getting this. Then I have these, and this is according to the pattern I downloaded on Ravelry. This is newborn size, but I tried these on a 3-month-old baby that was wearing 6-month clothes, and it fit her perfect. So 6-month socks. This one I made a shorter one. The match was too short, so that one on the model, the little foot model. And I am currently making, just started this morning, I am making the other one. Now, these blue and red ones I did 2 at a time. I actually did a red and a blue together. And then I just finished the second ones. All I had left to do this morning was the 3-needle bind off and weave in the ends, and it was done. So there's the red ones. They are so cute. I love how tiny they are. I mean, look at this. So teeny tiny. So hopefully I'll get this one finished today. There was a request to dye dryer balls, so I've tried that, but they're still in the dye pots. I don't want that yarn right there. They are still in the dye pots, and I haven't pulled them out and run them through the spin dryer yet. I have no idea how long they're going to take to dry. They are soaked. So we shall see how long it takes. I used 3 different colors. Some of them are, so I used a purple, a blue, and a gold. And some of them are purple and gold. Some of them are blue and gold, and some of them are blue and purple. So I did just a few like that, just to see how it would turn out. It's kind of a sample. And I will definitely either show them to you on the next episode, or I will insert pictures in the next one, because I haven't had that done, and I'm not going to get it done today, probably. I don't want to show them off until they're dry. So they're definitely not going to be dry today. So that's it for current goings on. Now, the job is every hour that I am available to work on my business. I am now working away from home. So yes, I can work evenings, and yes, I can work when the family's home, but I have been in the habit of only working when everybody was gone. So Tuesday was my all-day work. You know, the kids were at school, my boyfriend was at work, and I could work all day. Now I'm working at the shop until I have to go pick up kids from school. So right now I'm working Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday mornings, and Saturdays all day. And those are were my work from home on the business stuff days. Sunday is gym day, so I don't usually get a whole lot done as far as work goes, but I did get the dyeing done yesterday, so sometimes that works out. And then Wednesday mornings, my boyfriend doesn't go into work until 2, so I have the whole morning with him. Monday, we're both off, which is great. And the rest of the time, I don't have time to do this. I'm trying to juggle adding a job into running my own business, and it's not easy, but I'm sure we'll get there. And I'm not going to give up the job because I love it. I'm not going to give up my business because it is my dream. So somehow we'll figure out a way to make it work. Other people have done it. I can do it too. But that being said, my YouTube upload schedule may have to change. I have barely been able to keep up with the twice a week this month, and I have nothing filmed ahead. So for October, I was supposed to do part 2 of the moraine sweater, which means I was going to finish plying and get the yarn dyed. I haven't touched that one. I've been doing so much spinning for the rainbow series for this month that I haven't had a chance to spin on that. So we're going to skip that one. The plan is to card element bats. So upcycling is the second upcycle series for, the first one was the gradient rainbow, and I turned those into rolags, and now I'm going to take the elements that I dyed on Cheviot wool and card them into bats. Each braid will be 2 bats. So I am using the Cheviot wool as the base, and I don't have a bat in front of me, so I can't show you that. So the Cheviot wool will be the base, and then I'm adding things like silk and bamboo to it to add texture and other color and really building upon the original idea. So those are supposed to come out once a week, but like I said, I'm not entirely sure. I need to clean my carding space. It's right there. It's a big mess. So I need to clean that so I can card in here, and then I can do that whenever there's people home. And that won't matter quite as much. So if I can get that done, then I can film and card a whole bunch of videos. I could probably set that out in the living room and just card several and film them all in like 1 or 2 days, but I don't know. We'll see. I was going to do a scouring video. I don't think that's going to happen. And then I was going to spin a couple of spooky yarns, and I don't know if those are going to happen. I do have some dyeing that's going to happen this month because I am in the mood to work on a couple of new spins. I have a new series in mind. I just ordered fiber for. That series will probably come out in November. Instead of spinning the element bats, we'll probably skip a month and do this other series instead. It'll be about all the different ways you can spin combed top. Now that might be fitting into this month's, into October's videos, the in between the elements. We'll see. Not entirely sure. So it's like all of my plans kind of went out the window. I don't know what I'm doing. We're going to fly by the seat of our pants this month and see what happens. But at least you know that if I don't put a video out when it's due, it's because I'm working. And there's a lot going on. So I think that's about it for today. It's been a busy, crazy, and wonderful month. I have thoroughly enjoyed September. We're gradually moving into fall, and the mornings are nice and cold. And the days are still quite warm, but at least the mornings are cold, and in the evening it's a little bit cooler. The kids get to play outside. Oh, that's another thing about my job. The owner is a homeschooling mom, and she has her boys that work with her a lot, so I can have my children with me at work, and that's really great. So Saturday I worked all by myself because her children had something going on out of town, and the whole family went to support them, which is awesome and great. And I ran the store all by myself with my 2 boys. So they played outside, they took walks, they went and got food. They went to the local Walgreens and bought snacks and supper sandwich makings. And we just had a lot of fun together. They helped me a lot in the store, and I enjoyed having them coming in and out, being able to work while still having my kids with me. Like, is there anywhere else that will let me work the hours that I'm available and only those hours, and let me bring my kids to work? Like, where else is that going to happen? So anyway, I hope to have more to show you and talk about next month in episode 28. This was a fairly short episode, but you know, not a whole lot to show you. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and as per usual, I will see you in the next one. Bye guys!